Webinar. It's the first time that Jules and I have done a webinar, so let's hope it goes okay. My name's Hilly Prendergast and I'm the Higher Education Manager for Wiltshire College.
And I'm Jules Acklam and I'm School Liaison Officer, so hopefully I've met quite a few of you when I go out to do school visits.
Okay, so what we've been asked to do is just do a presentation for young people on transition to university or to higher education courses. Just to maybe alleviate some fears for people. So that's what we're doing. That's sort of who it's aimed for. So sometimes applying to a university can seem very formal and scary for young people and more mature students. It doesn't have to be just young people. But I think what I would like to say to people who are applying is it is just a process, and it's the way the system is managed and all applicants go through the same thing. So although it seems quite scary, it is just a process. Hopefully that schools and colleges will help you with your UCAS application, and this will help. I know that when we've had applicants come to us at actually at welcome days, they still haven't got their student finance sorted because they didn't know what to do, and we've sat down and we've helped students to complete these forms and have phoned up parents with the student's permission to help them on the next stage. So once you or a young person has sent off their application to UCAS, listing their choices of courses and places that they or you want to study, your application for the college is forwarded to our admissions team, and obviously for other universities it's forwarded to their admissions team. And what I would like to say to anybody that's applying, that we do read every single application. They're not just in a pile, we read them. So they are important, and we do understand the time and effort that's taken to complete the applications. So the UCAS application form is your chance to show who you are as a person. The HE admissions team look at your personal statement. They actually quite enjoy looking at the personal statement as well. It brings the young person or you as a person alive. It makes you into a person and comes out of the paper. So it's a very important part of the application process. And there's lots of support that you can have with the application. You know, the UCAS website itself gives you lots of ideas of how to write a personal statement, but dare to be a bit different if you want to, you know, just sell yourself. We check your qualifications and experience that you've put in your application form against the course that you've applied for, to make sure that it's a good fit. And if we are not sure about something that's on the application form, we don't just discard it. We will contact you, normally via email, to clarify any problems that we have with the application. Your personal statement is important. Sorry, we're having a paper shuffle here. Your personal statement is important, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And if any teachers are listening, they're going to say it has to be perfect. What I don't want is anybody going back and reading their personal statement, finding one or two mistakes in it, and then really panicking. What we want to know and find out is about you and your potential to succeed on the course you have chosen. So although it's important to have a really good personal statement, if you discover a couple of mistakes in it, it is not the end of the world. We will still look at your application with kindness and to see if you're suitable for the course, because that's what we want. If for some reason you don't receive an offer from us, it will be because the qualifications or experience that you've put down on your application form do not meet the requirements of the course. And this is important, as starting higher education is a big step. You need to be ready to study at this level, and we want you to be confident that you have the potential to succeed. Remember, it's not a race. we need you to be ready to study at level 4, at the level of your higher education course. So if you haven't met the requirements, talk to us and we can offer you something to bridge that step to a higher education course, so that when you enter higher education, you are successful. And that's really important. If you don't get the offer that you want, you can contact us and ask us for feedback. As I said, it may be that you need more UCAS points or experience, but don't just dismiss it. Contact us and we are happy to help and discuss why you didn't get offered the place. Okay, so it's gone the 15th of January now, so hopefully all the first lot of applications are in place, or if you're applying for next year and getting yourself ready. But if you miss the deadline, don't panic, okay? If you haven't applied to UCAS by the 15th of January deadline, don't worry, there is still time to apply to Wiltshire College and other universities. There are some universities with will close courses that are oversubscribed by this deadline, but there's many that won't. That's the reason why schools try and get you to apply by that deadline. If we receive your application by the 30th of June, we will process your application in the normal way and consider your application, you know, with the same level as any other application. You'll just get the answer a bit later, but you don't have to worry about that. So there is still time, if that's what we're saying. Okay. If you apply after the 30th of June, you go into something called clearing. This means that you apply directly to us or to the institution. If this happens, you can talk to our HE admissions team, who will guide you through the process. And actually, if you could see what we do, we have a lot of cake and a lot of tea and biscuits ready for the phone calls. And it's in a very exciting time when you get your results, etc. So we enjoy that. You can apply right up to when the course starts. The most important thing is to make sure the course is right for you. Okay. Our admissions teams are really friendly. So if on results day you haven't got what you needed for your offer and you're rejected, just phone the college. You'll speak to really nice people. They will phone you back. The person you talk to will phone you back. They will support you. Never ever worry. Give them a ring or email them and we will talk to you and we will give you the best options possible for what you've got. So even after the 30th of June, even after you've got your results, it is not too late to apply or have a look to see what else is available for you. We will talk you through the process. So on this slide, these are some of the worries and concerns that young people, mature people, adult returners going to university worry about. So it could be that you want or need to stay at home. It might be that you have caring responsibilities, you have a job, whatever the reason is. Further education colleges like Wiltshire College offer higher education degree level courses on your doorstep. So go and have a look to see what they offer. So you can stay at home and still study. And one of the things that further education colleges do is when we have higher education courses, we tend to have the degree all on 1 or 2 days, not spread out over a whole week. So it makes it easier to arrange childcare, or if you've got other responsibilities, to arrange the studying of the degree around that. Go and talk to the college and the tutors. Another problem, especially for people who perhaps college hasn't been the most positive experience, or if you're returning to education after a gap, you think you can't manage the academic work. Colleges are really good at supporting academic work. Most universities now are good at supporting and nurturing people, young people, to work at the level that you need to work at. And it's a gradual sort of step into the academic work. We lead you in gently and we offer a lot of tutorials to support this. So don't worry, if you've got the criteria to start a course and you've got the positive attitude that you are going to do it, that you want to do this, we will support you. It's a partnership. People often say that it doesn't help you get a job. I believe it does help you get a job. Our data shows us that you will be more likely to get a job with a degree, and our courses that we run at Wiltshire College are very industry focused, so we have a lot of contact with industry, so you often have placements which often lead to work and jobs and employment. One thing that worries people is finance, that people feel that it's too much money and they can't afford to go to university. And we totally understand that, but it's not a debt like a credit card debt. You take out a student loan and you don't start paying back that loan until you earn 21,000, and then you pay back on a sliding scale. So depending on how much you earn, you could be paying back £37.50 a month. So it's more of almost like a higher education tax type thing, rather than a debt in the sense of a credit card debt. But talk to our finance, our HE admissions team, because they'll be able to talk to you about how you go about this. And there's also bursaries that we can offer for students who are on low income and perhaps don't have other financial support. So don't let the finance be a barrier to you. Some students are anxious about meeting new people. One of the benefits about studying a degree at a further education college like Wiltshire College is that our class sizes are small, often have 15 to 20 students in a class with a small teaching team who you get to know really well. And we look after our students because we know our students. So it's easier to meet new people and get to know new people. And you have to remember everybody is new, but it is a safe space. It's a safe environment for you. And the other thing that people worry about is they can't think in their heads what it looks like, because nobody in their family has ever done university courses before, so they don't know what it's like. But what you can do is you can come in, excuse me, and sit in on a lecture before you decide whether you want to come on the course that you're interested in, and meet the students who are studying at the moment and see what that would be like. So we've got a question from Jade here. So what advice would you give those who would like to study at university? How to prepare them for big lecture halls? I would say that universities do quite a lot for induction in the freshers week. They go in, and most of that is about the social part of university. You don't start the academic work straight away. Join a society that you are really keen on, so that you're meeting people. Think, the more that you invest in your social life and meeting friends, just one or two, is going to help you. There are well-being advisors and student ambassadors and student advisors. So go and talk to them. Don't stay in silence. If a university knows a student's anxious about a big lecture hall, go and see the student union. At mainstream universities, the student union will be the place to go, and there'll be somebody that can support you as a student from mainstream university. Okay. Move on. So most students who study at Wiltshire College do live at home. However, we do have student accommodation for students who live too far away but want to study at the college. So if you need accommodation, we do have accommodation at Salisbury and Lackham. So let the HE admissions team know. So there's another question from Jade. Is there anything students can do between now and going to university to prepare themselves? I would say to become an independent person. So I would say, can you manage money? If you're at school or college, they should be able to help you do that. Can you cook? Can you know how to shop, to buy food, to be able to cook? Do you know how to use a washing machine? Are you able to get on a bus independently or a train independently? Do you have a bank account? Do you know how to use internet banking? I would say those are the first sort of things that a young person or a student could do to get themselves ready for university. Do you know how to register with a doctor? All of those sort of things are things that you can do now to prepare yourself to moving away from university. And yes, one of the things that I often get asked is, oh, so you have university courses at Wiltshire College? Yes, we do have university courses at Wiltshire College that are partnered with wonderful university partners. So if you haven't visited us yet, visit Wiltshire College. We have a number of open events that are on our website. Take a tour, see our website for details, or phone our HE admissions team. If you'd like to talk to a course tutor at another time, we can also arrange this. Universities like students. So if there's anything that you are worried about as a potential student, talk to the university and they will support you. Okay, any admissions team, it's on their website, they will talk to you, they will get back to you. We like students. So you can study university level courses or higher education courses in different ways. You can do higher nationals, known as HNCs or HNDs. You can do foundation degrees with top-up years. You can do full honours degrees, or you can do higher or degree apprenticeships. You can study full or part-time. All undergraduate university courses start at level 4 and go up to level 6 for a full degree. A-levels, to put it in context, are level 3. The step, I would say, from GCSE to A-levels is probably a bigger step to A-levels than A-levels to the foundation of the first year of a degree at level 4. There are lots of courses that you can do. You have different names of courses. You have to look at the courses to know if it's the right course for you. So lots of universities have courses with similar names, but the content is different. So look and see whether the content of that course is actually what you want to do. So at Wiltshire College, we have degrees or HNCs, university level courses in animal science and management, computing, business, creative media production, criminal justice, early years and childhood studies, engineering, film production, cinematography, health and social care, photography, motorsports, sports, teaching. So there are overwhelming a lot of courses. So have a look and find out more about them. The route you take into higher education depends on your needs and how you like to learn and what experiences you want to have. And anybody that works with students wants the students to be at the right institution and choose the right course for them. So at a further education college or at Wiltshire College, it means you have small groups, huge access to your tutors, your voice is listened to, as it is with all universities. The difference probably to smaller colleges that all students are involved in a focus group, not just reps. The focus on application to the workplace is very industry-led, and focus on your academic work and nurturing you to improve, as all universities would. What you don't get from a smaller institution is the massive social life that mainstream universities have. We do not have hundreds of societies. So if it's that whole big experience that you're looking for, then probably a smaller college isn't what you need. You need to go and think about a big university. So you need to think about what it is that you would like from your experience at university. Our focus is learning and teaching, and as you as a student. Studying at Wiltshire College is a smaller experience, but not less of an experience. We offer you a safe and nurturing place to grow. So when you've accepted your offer, in the summer, you'll be invited to a welcome day. You will meet the admissions team who will sort out any paperwork and finance issues. You'll meet your academic team and they will tell you about the course, do some fun stuff as well. Meet other students on your course and have a tour of the campus. Meet people who can support you whilst you're at the college, such as library staff, wellbeing advisors and student services. And welcome days, induction days will be similar for all universities, where you'll meet people who can support you. You probably won't remember what they do, but just remember the name and the face and where to contact them, and then they can help you. At Wiltshire College, the ethos is to support you to be successful and fulfil your potential. If you don't get the grades you thought you would get, give us a ring to find out your options. Don't worry. We very much look forward to welcoming you at Wiltshire College. Any questions? I think that's it, isn't it?
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you for letting us know. We hope you enjoyed that presentation, and we hope to see you at Wiltshire College having a look round. You're welcome anytime. Thank you, everyone. Bye now.
Kath is typing. What we do, we do have a higher education community, and we link through Moodle, but we also have some joint days across. So we do meet up. So for example, the early years degree and the animal science degree had some collaboration where the early years students use the animals to work with children, to think about working with children. So that was quite exciting. Computing will come and do some work with the earlier students again about how to use robots with children. And we share research ideas and research days. So and we're also hoping to put on a higher education student conference at the end of the year for all students. So we do link as much as possible, and we also have Moodle, so there's a higher education space on Moodle. The student voice also links as well, because we have meetings where the student voice is fed into meetings, so we hear across the whole campuses about what happens in other campuses and the student experience there. We have a campus bar at so we've got somebody knocking at the door. We have a campus bar at Lackham, but most of our students live at home, so they might arrange to go out with groups in their cohorts, but on the whole they don't live on campus. The ones that do will share, so the ones at Lackham, the ones at Salisbury will, but not so much the ones at Trowbridge and Chippenham.
The students at Salisbury in particular, and the photography students and the film production and cinematography students do a lot socially.
They do.
And actually, the photography students love it because they often get to help out as extras and work on some of the film projects. So they're actually getting the benefit of doing quite a lot of extracurricular activities as well, which helps their CV and develops their skills. So it works really well.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.